Shit talker black. Had to get some pesties, whatever, out of my machine. It's still working. See? Still working. So here, this is the guy. His daughter is dead. Her name is Kathy. See, you have to understand, they also talk to each other and they tell each other that they have this done and they have that done, and he works in a lab, some chemistry shit. So he must be some form of a scientist or some. Anyway, his name is Williamson, and that is the Illuminati. And they took his daughter. See, it doesn't matter what the theme is, like to take his daughter, and he is the Illuminati. It's just to put themselves there. And he is the son of someone who is in the Illuminati. And they took his daughter. Her name is Kathy, and Kathy is also a code word for Catherine. And in the word Catherine, I'm sure you will find the CIA. Now today it will start with a K, but I don't know if the CIA will be babbled in that, but I know it is C-A-T, cat. And then the cat will take you back to the Cat in the Hat. And then when the Cat in the Hat, it'll take you back to the Pope. He's the cat that wears the hat. And that was in 70 AD when they actually were able to be bona fide. So I wonder how long before they became bona fide were they already up on the ground. And then they began to tell us a lot of things that they have done in 1953. Invasion from Mars. And then there's a thing, it's called the 100 years of Mars Wars or something like that. I'm going to talk about that too.
Be somewhere else? No, thank you, Brandon. I always work at night. I must go on, Good night, Brandon. Good night, sir.
See, he's part of the secret shit. And although he doesn't even know that what he's a part of have taken his child, or maybe he does know. There are consequences to getting in with them. You can create whatever mind control instrument, tool, program, beam, or whatever, and then they can kill you too. You know what I'm saying? Except for the guy who is named Duncan, the Robert Duncan motherfucker, he's still just as nice because he's still getting paid for his mind control programs that he created, and he really needs to be brought up on charges. We know that it is him because he said it was him that did it, and now he's still alive, not like Tesla, who they threw to the side and made so fucking poor he could not eat, and he died so-called. They probably killed him too. Oh, and Aleister Crowley was in on that too. So I'm going to go further and see what happens. Now watch this part. That's the little boy's dad. He was the first one that they put the chip in. And now his wife has driven him there, and he was supposed to kill the scientists. I told you, you can do whatever because you don't fucking matter. The only thing matters is them. You don't matter. They'll use you until they just use you up. But the doctor didn't have the scientist or whatever the fuck he is. He didn't have the chip, and he bent over, so he missed. But he is under mind control to do so, and they can put any one of us under mind control to do this. Even a police officer, they can also the police officer can have a chip, and they can program him as a robot to go and kill. If you even watch Granite Flats, it tells you that. In the movie Gamer, it tells you that. A lot of them movies, except they dealt with the mind control first with the military. But however, they more so dealt with the a deeper form of mind control in 1960. You know, when the people begin to, decided that they were going to now choose sides. They did not want to be a part of this, and they did not want to be a part of that. But Aleister Crowley said, no one chooses a side. When it comes to him, you do not have a choice. So then it came out with Timothy Leary, and then Timothy Leary, he took whatever he knew, he took it to the military, and it made the military bigger and stronger. And what did Timothy Leary get a hold to? Aleister Crowley's diaries. And he knew exactly where to take the shit to the military. And the military is under more mind control. The military and police officers, they're under more mind control than anyone. And they don't even know they're slaves. They don't even know they are robotic. They are told to go and kill this person, and they do. That is the military. The military is so get in this plane with this biggest bomb and go drop this bomb on these people over here, because they don't matter. Oh, and they may shoot you down in the plane, but you don't matter either. But we will take some medals and a flag and fold it up really, really nice, make it look like someone just bought a sheet. We'll fold it up so nicely, and we'll give that to whomever you have down to contact in emergencies or some shit, But the military is under more mind control than anyone. They think that what they are doing is also grand. Their jobs, their careers. I mean, I live in a military town, and the military really think they got it going on. Wow. They don't even know their accomplices to murderers, assassins of babies. They don't even know it. No, in this part, there's so many sounds going on. They're going through your ears, your mind, your eyes, your body, and you're looking at the scene, And maybe I should have kept the film going, but once he noticed that the shot missed and he heard the sirens, he appeared to have to think for himself. And so now he is running. And she is still under my control. She doesn't even know yet. But I want you to hear the sounds. Restricted area. See, even all these sounds and the music, it's all a form of mind control. It is all put in the movie. And this is Aleister Crowley who came up with this shit. He came up with how to put shit on the radio. It was the radio first. There was the first TV. Except you can only hear. You would not be able to see. But then he knew if he can show you what he wanted you to hear, and then that is what you would do. And you will become so numbed down that you won't even know you're numbed down. Because I didn't. I watched My Favorite Martian. It was one of my favorite shows. And then My Favorite Martian, you know what he said? Oh, we made a mistake. And we invented a device that can make everybody hate everybody. Or he said that can make everyone hate everyone. They fucked up and came across whatever they were doing, and they came up with that device. And he was acting as though he was trying to fix it. And I said, no, nigga, you're not trying to fix it. You're upgrading it right now. As I was a child, he was upgrading it then in my face, but I didn't know. But I know today. So I'm going to see what else is in this movie. Okay, so now, they got his parents, and there's a doctor who knows how to pull this thing out, how to get the implant out. There's a doctor who knows how to pull out this type of Martian technology. So the doctor must know something about the Martian technology also. You don't just know how to do something when you've never seen it before.
Just take a little walk, Dick.
And his name is David, and her name is Blake. And see, she's still out there with the sand or whatever, and she never gets dirty, and her clothes just remain fresh and crisp. Because her name is Blake. Because with this movie, Aleister Crowley in 1953, I do think he was still alive. I'll go and see when JFK died. Now, when they say he died, he possibly did because he was really old in age. Now, here is hidden because you cannot see Aleister Crowley. You will not know that Aleister Crowley did this. Her name is Blake. And Blake, in a sense of a way, Aleister Crowley, he said he's going to like be like a lake, you know. He's going to be means to bring into existence the lake, how it flows, and he will do it in movies, in pictures, and he's doing it right here in our faces, even with the names he used. The little boy, his name is David. That is a name they like to use all the time. As you notice that David is also a name in the book. So David is also a form of a program, especially David and Bathsheba. You know how David, he went and killed his own cousin Uriah. They were fucking neighbors. Now you want to fuck his wife. You know what I'm saying? And then you kill his wife. You know, that's David. That is a program. I mean, men do it all the time. It can be the cousin, the brother. I mean, females do it now too. You know, programs have been upgraded.
David. Where? Are they all right? They're not, they're not like Kathy. No, David, they're not dead. Can I see them? Not just yet, David. They're at the hospital, and Dr. Metzler's going to operate. He's a fine brain surgeon. Brain surgeon?
A brain surgeon.
Well, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to remove the crystal.
A brain surgeon in 1953. Well, can you imagine what the fuck they can do on our brains today in the 2000s? Wow.
And then they'll be safe, and nothing can happen to them, like what happened to Kathy. No, David, they'll be all right. What'll I know? Well, Dr. Messer is not there yet. Not there yet? You have to be patient, David. He has to come all the way from Middletown. But that's an hour away. There isn't anyone here who can perform the operation. But an hour. In an hour, the Martians could. David, try not to be.
The Martians could, you hear? And the Martians came from underground, so did Aleister Crowley, nasty bitches.
Think about it. They'll be all right.
No, this is the part where they are underground. And these are those that are supposed to be, the drones or whatever, And this one here, he actually looks like an Asian, But there's Hollywood, so they need to fix them up so you don't know everything that they're doing. Before that. You hear the sound? It was as though someone was singing, huh? Like a chorus. The hook. And then now they go down. Isn't that something? And he's talking about the Martians. The little boy automatically knew that they were mutants. And these things they want to have them just like this. But as I said, this one looks Asian. And they are mutants. Because the Asians no longer have their hue. They're no longer melanated. A lot of them are no longer melanated. They are mutants. And they now are here to, the Chinese are here to make bombs. The United States. And the Japanese, they make a lot of technology for the mind control, and so do the Chinese. And now China, they go over to Africa to get the minerals that they need to bring back here to keep the melanated man under mind control. The melanated man. That is a melanated man. If you ask me, that is James Brown. This is not a pink man. This is a melanated man. And they have him there as though he is the head. And now these the roots. Because he is only a head. Because he is head of the mutants. Because Inky, when he came to Earth, he became melanated. So Inky is actually the first one to make a mutant. He made the non-melanated man by messing around with DNA he was not supposed to, and he did. So in a sense of a way, Aleister Crowley, he knows this. He knows about his history. He knows a lot of shit. He knows the same shit I know. I learn daily, but he knew it already. And so they do worship Inky. Like you see the face in the moon. They told you, there's a face in the moon. Well, if there's one or there's not a face in the moon, it is Inky's face that is in the moon. Because they do worship him, because Inky is their creator. He created them. And they hate the box they came out of. And that's why, they have it like Pandora's box in Pandora's box. Anything can happen. But also Murphy's Law. And Murphy, he is a melanated man. And this movie, that movie just really tripped me out. I just watch this shit while I create shit, I want to go a little further. Oh, and a lot of that blowing up shit, see, in the military, that represents them getting, the United States will go over there into Germany, and then, they come back and they win the war, and then next thing United States, they bring all the funky Germans over, and it did not matter because they still came to perform a bunch of mind control on us. And that's the thing in a nutshell, sorry about that, we do not matter. We can think we matter, but we really do not matter.
What are they doing?
Inky again.
He is mankind.
She said, who is he? He said he is mankind. So you see, they call themselves human, and then they call the melanated one mankind. He is not mankind. He created mankind. He created a kind of a man, them.
Developed to its ultimate intelligence. These are his slaves, existing only to do his will, just as you will. What are they doing up there?
I don't know.
You will tell him.
He said that those are his slaves. But he also said something about the intelligence. Let's see if this is it.
What are they doing?
Who is he?
He is mankind, developed to its ultimate intelligence.
He is mankind, developed to its ultimate intelligence, which mankind has developed unto its ultimate intelligence. And it also will tell you that in the movie Lucy, but they are using a melanated man, the one, their creator, to say that, the ultimate intelligence, and that is to control others and to control others' minds. And they are slaves. I want to say that this is the Japanese and this is the Chinese, just for fun.
These are his slaves.
Because they're the ones that make all the technology.
just as you
and they exist only to do his will. Although they'll show you a melanated man, that is CROWley. But CROWley also worships Inky because he knows about Inky. He knows that Inky created them, and he knows that Inky, you know, if he was wicked and if he is the devil, then Inky is also wicked and the devil. So, you know, it became that God. They just keep it a secret.
will. What are they doing up there?
I don't know.
You will tell him in a few moments.
No, it's 20 minutes in. So I'm going to... There's something in here I really want to put on my YouTube page. Although I know, you know, I don't matter. But still, I know I still put it there. Although it didn't matter. And I also know I don't have to put it there because it still won't matter. But I prefer to put it there. Whether it matters or not. But I know it doesn't. I still rather put it there. I'd rather do this, you know, just to talk shit. I like talking shit sometimes, and then there are times I just like being fucking quiet. Shit talk a lie about.